Hey, another great day at the Solomon Trading Institute. So glad to have opportunity to just come to you again and just kind of just give you a little bit of information on what we do. I do know that when you're making a decision, the more information you have, the better quality of the decision. And so as you look at these recaps day in and day out, I think we'll be giving you the information that you need. Once you have the information that you need and that you're looking for, it'll be great for you to book a call so that we can kind of talk about what we do at the Solomon Trading Institute. It's the will of God that you prosper and do well. And so that's one of the things that we want to make sure that we play a role in happening for you. As always, this is real and it is relevant. This is a disclaimer. The CFTC requires us to do this because we are not licensed to give individualized financial advice. In other words, what we do is we have a software, we have a system that we teach, and then we have a software, a system, we have support, and within the system, we have a strategy. Right? So we have a software, we have a system, we have a strategy, and then we have support. So we aren't brokers or broker dealers or anything like that. What we do is we help you, in terms of education as a retail day trader. Why? Because there is an opportunity for any person to, hey, listen, you may tap into an IRA, a bond, mutual fund, or what have you, 401k, TSP, whatever it is, and you can take just a little bit of your money. You can leave all that, but just take a little bit and then come here and we'll teach you how to use our software in our school. And then you can do it yourself. So we have so many people who have really basically got a brand new lease on life because they were able to realize how they could, participate in making their own money grow. So what we do every day is we have a trade room. So I want to just give you the recap on today. And in our trade room, we're looking for several things in our trade room, and we call this phase 2. So we do our forecasting as well in our trade room. And then what we're looking for after the forecast is over, and once the period started, the trading period started, we look for probability. We want to know how probable is it for the market to move up or move down. So the market gets into some places where the probability is very low. For example, but there are some places where the probability of the market moving higher is only 2.5%. Now, what does that mean? That means that there is a great chance that it may not move any higher. Why? Because of the probability. And then it moves into different probability levels. So we want to know probability. Then we want to know market structure. Sometimes the market isn't even structured to go higher, or it isn't even structured to go lower. It isn't structured to move at all. So in terms of market structure, where are you? Do we have favorable conditions? Are the conditions not fair? Okay, and then momentum. So what we want is we want to catch the market when it is moving, strongly. And there are only certain times when that happens, and we have to be ready and looking and making sure that we know when those things are happening. Now, if you don't understand those things, then I would suggest that you stop trading, get some information, and then start back. Now, here is our chat room today where we had people in. So we had Tariq, he's from New Jersey. Bingo means he made money. Nikki from New Jersey, bingo means made money. Curtis today from Birmingham, bingo. Tariq again, Jersey, bingo. Lamar, Birmingham, bingo. Tariq again, bingo. He had a big day, seems like. Lamar, bingo again. Cam Schaffert from Mississippi, boom, there. And Dennis Williams from the state of Washington, bingo. Dennis, bingo again. Okay, so today we had some good movement and people were able to make money. And so what I like to do is I like to show the chart. Okay, so we saw the people saying bingo, but let's look at the chart. So this is our low risk period. We call this risk a little bit lower because of just the time frame in between 9 and 9:25. This way we call that mid risk, and this way we call that fast and furious. You got to be quick on the draw there. So in this period, this low risk period, so here was a trade started off. This was a losing trade here. If anyone took that trade, then we come back and we get in the winning column here. We get in the winning column again here, and we get in the winning column here. So when you add them up, this one's assuming they were going 1-for-1. I don't give personalized, individualized advice, so I don't know. That's not my business. Some people trade one contract, some people trade two, some people trade 10. All right, so this was 150, 145. All right, and so you add that up and then you subtract this loser, you get 240. So the people who were trading one contract, they made 240. All right, so the people who were trading 10 contracts, they made 2,040. Right. So, so I don't know what, I don't know anybody's personal business of that nature. All right. So here is the fast and furious period, man. It was on and popping. So you see, here's a trade right here. Here's a trade right here. Here's a trade right here. We call this a layup trade. This is a trap. This is a layup. Here's another layup here. Here's another layup. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. So pretty good. So this was a losing trade right here. So that would be minus 145. But when you take 135, 160, I want to say this is 140. I don't want to guess. So let's erase this. So yeah, well, it's 145. So it's so here was 145 here, and then you had 145 here. Here's a loser right here. So that's minus 145. Here's 125, 130, 150. So when you add all that up, that was 845. So if you add them both periods up today, that was $1,085 per contract. So just imagine if a person has gotten to the point where they're trading 10, what they made was 11K today. All right, so that's a pretty good day. Hey, even 1,000 is a pretty good day. To be honest, to go to sleep with more money than you woke up with is a good day. And so that's what we do here. And as I mentioned, some people trade more. So when you start off, the suggestion is nobody can tell you what to do with your money, but the suggestion is to start off with one and get to the point where you can get your 8 ticks or however the market allows you to have. Then you move to 2. Couple months later, then you move to 6. You see that? And then you move, and then ultimately you'll be where you want to be. All right. So that's what we do. So we teach you. So many people, who are struggling financially, one of the reasons is because they run from risk. So they run. So whenever they see risk, they take off and they run the other way. Well, if you don't ever take a risk, you'll always be subservient to somebody telling you what to do, where to go, when to go, what time you can go, what time you have to be back. Sometimes you're not even finished with your lunch, but you have to stuff that food down your mouth and hurry up and get back. Anyway, so typically what happens is you have your first 30 days where you'll kind of learn high probability trade analysis. The next 90 to 120 days, you'll be practicing. You would be practicing. You wouldn't be risking any real money. No financial risk here. And then you'll be building the skill. See, that's the key, building the skill. And it comes through practice, as you can see that word practice and repetition. And again, and you will have a person that you can talk to on a daily basis. There's a staff of instructors, professors. And remember, you don't have to risk real money as you're building your skill. Participation is vital. You'll come to class, you'll submit work, you will take tests, all of that. It's a real pedagogical, depends on what type of side of the street you're on or who your English teacher was, but it's a real education, it's a real outfit. And then once you get to the point where you understand how to forecast and understand how to recognize whether or not you have the probability, the market structure, whether or not things are really going to work in your favor. Understand when to execute. What's your execution? What is your trade setup? And then understand how to manage once you're in, and then how to exit profitably. All right. So those are the things that we teach you. And so we'd love to have that opportunity. What do you get when you get with us? Well, you have daily Q&A sessions every single day to a real person. And you will be talking to, conversing with, just like I'm talking to you now, who you can ask questions, because we all know that it's through Q&A that growth takes place, learning takes place, mastery takes place, when there's a mentor there, right there with you. Here is the software. We provide that for you that gives you that statistical edge and those statistical absolutes. And then we have the strategy. It's a beautiful strategy on our momentum/trend trade strategy. And then we have support for you, right? We're going to make sure that there's someone there talking with you, someone there supporting you, okay? And then we have the pledge, right? Our coach's pledge. And the pledge is simply this: your outcome is more important than our income. Your outcome is more important than our income. Why? Because if we help you get the outcome, you can tell your friends and your coworkers and your church members and your fraternity brothers and sisters. So we don't have to worry about that. What we concentrate on is you. So we're not trying to sell anything. We're trying to tell everything. All right. And then that leads to what? Success. Success for you, success for me, for success for the teachers, success for the country. So now you can contribute, and you can pay those capital gains taxes, and you can help the country work better. And then now you have more money for your 6-7 vacations and the things that you want. You see, everybody can win. And I love how our economic system is made up in the United States of America. It's just a part of the economic system, whereby you can take a portion of what you have and you can go to the market yourself with permission from our government, and you can do this yourself. If you want more information, here you go, moneymarketedge.com. Go check us out. If you want even more information, you can text the word profits to this number, 94253. Give this number to your family, your friends, your relatives, anybody who you think would benefit from this type of information and education. Again, I'm Cornelius Wilson Brown III, and on behalf of our staff here at Solomon Training Institute and those who work in the software department, Money Market Edge, we want to say thank you for taking the time to listen. Hope to hear from you soon. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.